For the last 30 days, the biggest thing in crypto has absolutely been meme coins. Hate it or love it, that is the truth of the matter. And I am not talking about the old school top altcoins, Dogecoin. If you're looking at those, that is not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the trenches on FOMO and other applications. We're seeing new runners go to millions and millions of market cap and people making tens of thousands of dollars trading these tokens every single day. In this video, I'm going to go over some of the factors you should be looking at if you are trading meme coins in 2026, how to get good information, the data to look at if a coin is legit, is going to keep running, etc. And most importantly, where can you get good information from different groups, etc. So let's go ahead and jump right into it, guys. If you're new to the channel here on In the Money, we go over everything you need to win across crypto and prediction markets, basically what I like to call modern markets in 2026. So like the video down below and subscribe to the channel for more every single day here, Monday through Friday on In the Money. And of course, I have to give a big shout out down below to the In the Money group. We are going to be limiting the amount of access we are giving out. So from here on out, we're going to probably open up 50 spots per month. The group is absolutely thriving. We have over 200 members in there currently. We actually caught a 10x yesterday. Our meme coin caller here, 𝗬𝗏𝗏, is an absolute goat, and he caught this call. It actually went 25x in a day, but we'll talk about that here as we move on to the data and what we're looking at in the meme coin trenches. You can get 3 days for free and be one of the 50 people that get access in August in the link down below in the description. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So right now, what we're seeing with meme coins almost feels like what we saw early days with stuff like the gotchas on chain, like Courtyard or Collector Crypt, etc. And then also, I think what we saw with 𝗙𝗂𝗁, Polymarket, etc. Like when 𝗙𝗂𝗁 started to explode, you know, prediction markets became huge. Now there's people that are just professional prediction market traders full time. And what we're seeing right now on FOMO, people come into this chat and into the comments on, and you can go back for the last couple of weeks, people come in here and say, well, I don't see where the meme coins are. You know, what meme coins are you talking about? Meme coins definitely aren't back. But if, you know, let's just say you go to just the regular meme coin tab, of course, on Coin Market Cap. Yes, if you're still looking and thinking, okay, these guys on crypto Twitter and YouTube are saying meme coins are back, but Pepe's down 4% this week. Shiba's down 11% this week. These are not the tokens we are talking about. We are talking about new pairs, okay? And where the new pairs are spawning is on FOMO and Pump Fund. And people on these apps are making tons of capital right now while the market is stagnant. Min Dynasty made $23,000 yesterday on a trade here. And you could literally just go to FOMO and see all of the people that are absolutely cooking. Let's just go to the 7-day leaderboard. You can see this guy's made $500K this week. This guy's made $467,000 this week. Frank Dgods is up $134,000. The thing about the trenches and meme coins is you don't have to start with a bunch of capital. You could probably deposit $50 and, you know, just learn, put in some of the stuff I'm going to talk about today, join some good groups, you know, trade with other people that know what they're doing, and you'll be able to catch on pretty quickly of how these things operate. They are very fluid, and I'm going to go over the things that I look at and that the group, you know, what we do and In the Money and on this channel and in our private Discord, what we do when we look at a token. So one I'm going to use as an example is absolutely this Manlit token. Let's just go. I'm going to actually open up our Discord as well. And I'm going to go over to our trenches chat. This is where people are absolutely trading every single day. This is where all of the wins are coming from in the meme coin sector. You could see here on the bottom line, our meme coin caller caught this at $260,000 market cap. It went an 18x. And we're posting trades in here every hour of the day. So this is where the activity goes on. But this one did an 18x, and he basically outlined the thesis very clearly. And this is one of the factors, I think, when you look at a token, you want to look through on FOMO, by the way. If you want to join up on FOMO, link down below in the description. You'll get a discount on fees if you join using the link there. This is the best app. You can follow traders, get alerts when they're trading. I wouldn't advise strictly copy trading the top traders. You know, these guys are trading fast. They have a lot of intel, etc. But I would recommend trading on FOMO and at least using it as a tool to see where the money's flowing. Because just last hour on the left side here on the alert bar, let me scroll down we see here bots, this Grok bot token came in and it went to $4 million in about less than an hour. But it showed that 40 traders were buying this worth $154,000 worth of buys. And when that many people are buying a single token and you get that alert, you can get alerts on your phone, you can get alerts on your desktop. That is a good signal to at least go take a look at that token, right? And then just going to go look at this token currently. It's sitting at a $1.7 million market cap, but people legitimately, if we just see the P&Ls here, some people are still up tens of thousands of dollars. And this happened literally within the span of an hour. So much is possible if you know what you're doing, you're following the right people, and you just use some of these apps for trends. I'm not saying go buy thousands of dollars of these tokens. That is not how you're going to win in the meme coin trenches. But let's take this one, for example. We caught this one yesterday, did about a 25x at all-time highs. And we see here, this is exactly a good layout of what happened to this token and why our caller, 𝗀𝗻𝗋𝗋 in the Discord actually outlined this. So we saw this token at 200K, and he pointed out that this is a token, the founder or the person who was running it or CTOing it was followed by 𝗀𝗻 on Twitter. 𝗀𝗻, of course, you know, one of the biggest personalities in all of crypto, and is the owner slash, main contributor towards the 𝗀𝗻 token, which went to $300 million market cap. This meme coin is the first meme coin paired directly with 𝗀𝗻. 4% of the fees buy back 𝗀𝗻 tokens and actually distribute them to holders of the Manlit token. And then we saw here the little breadcrumbs. We saw 𝗀𝗻 in his Discord say he's thinking about getting involved with this coin. And then he tweets, I'm looking to buy a coin under $5 million market cap today, or 50, I forget what he said. But then, of course, the comment section speculating, what is that going to be? And it ended up being this Manlit token. They've distributed over $170,000 worth of coins back to their holders. I've gotten some free 𝗀𝗻 just by holding the Manlit token. And on the right side here, you can see I am up 1,000% on this token. So the thesis was laid out loud and clear in our server, for example. And if you have Twitter alerts on, you see what's going on chain, you can actually use these factors to your advantage and be able to front run these things. There was a good window for front running this token. I have that on the 1 minute chart. Let me just go like 30 minutes, not the hourly. There we go. You had plenty of time to kind of see this unfolding. This guy launched this token, CTO'd this token. They started doing, the marketing that they're going to buy back 𝗀𝗻 and give it to the holders. And then we started to see the rumblings. Oh, okay. The guy who CTO'd this is actually followed by 𝗀𝗻. And then 𝗀𝗻 makes a cryptic tweet about he might get involved with a token. And of course, this thing absolutely rocketed at that time period. So this is an example of, a catalyst trade, things unfolding on chain. And it really helps to be involved with a group during those types of trades. But even so, looking at some other tokens, let's look at GTA 6. GTA 6, this is a great one. Ignore that first candle. I don't know what the heck that is. It really never got that high unless they just launched it there. But GTA 6, you can read about it here. You actually earn Take-Two stock, which is the Rockstar Games parent company, airdrop directly to your wallet just for holding this token. I've also received Take-Two stock into my account here on FOMO just for holding just a little bit of this token. And this is also kind of a narrative slash catalyst trade. So these coins are working really well right now that launch and then they give you something in return, right? We've seen some stuff with SpaceX, on these different coins. And now we're seeing it with Manlit giving holders 𝗀𝗻, and also GTA 6 is giving you stock in Take-Two stock. So you see this thing has gone in a couple of days, just 5 days, from 30K market cap all the way up to 1.3 million. And when I say this is a catalyst trade, let's just say GTA 6 Netflix trailer, and you will see here, this will come out on August 27th. So I think that this could be a really good narrative trade even for the next couple of weeks for growth. And these are the types of things you need to be looking at because yes, GTA 6 is going to be the biggest cultural thing to happen to gaming in a long, long time, maybe since Fortnite, or Warzone, Fortnite, whatever. And I think that this is going to be a great narrative in the trenches for people who kind of see that early. You're going to be earning take two stock in the background. And I wouldn't be surprised to see this one grow over the course of the next few weeks heading into that trailer. But then, whenever the release date comes for this, what's going to happen to the one main GTA 6 meme coin probably gets a little bit of a run up during that time period. So that's more of a narrative trade. And also, I would probably term the Manlet one as like a catalyst / narrative trade. Like it's in the narrative of airdropping, but also the catalyst was huge because the guy who took over the token was followed by Ansem. And most importantly, I think just studying what's going on chain, you can go to some of these big traders like, this 𝗙𝗪𝗏 guy, for example. He's up 34 grand this week. I'm going to just like click on his profile. Let's go look at some of these guys' tendencies. This guy's not really that high frequency of a trader. He buys and holds. His average hold time is 10 days and 13 hours. And that's showing you right now that a lot of the best tokens, the ones that are making people the most money, it's not what happened last cycle. It's not one coin launches, you have 10 minutes to make all the money. And if you don't buy in that 10 minutes, you're instantly exit liquidity. A lot of the best tokens this time around have actually been slow cooks. They've kind of ran up very slowly. Let's go look at, for example, the Ansem token, a great example. And I'm going to go on Ansem. Let's do like an hourly chart. This has been out for a little bit now. Need to shrink this up and we will take a look at the Ansem chart. Shrink this. All right, boom. So you can see here, this token launched July 16th or June 16th. And it only started running on June 27th when Ansem got involved. Well, once he got involved, you could actually see here, it took from whenever he kind of CTO'd this thing, let's just say right here, let's say 100 mil or 80 mil. It took another from this time period, the 29th, all the way to the 6th. So a 2-week time period or like a week and a half time period to reach that all-time high. So a lot of these trades nowadays, the big ones, are actually playing out over the course of time, whereas last cycle, it did more so feel like in 2021, or not 2021, in 2024, if you didn't buy a token within an hour almost of launch, Chill Guy, 𝗏𝗏, these random runners that did spawn on chain, it felt like you were late and you felt like you were going to be exit liquidity. Look at this one, Marscoin. It's kind of like, it's definitely very centric to like SpaceX and Elon. This thing started running on July 30th, 2026. It still is wicking up as of a few days ago, and it's holding the same levels. So like people who have held these long-term are being rewarded way more than what we saw last cycle, where it was just a race to the exits. And then, if you didn't sell on those initial big runs, you're just the exit liquidity for other traders. Whereas this cycle, it does feel like they're kind of rewarding conviction and actually having a thesis on these tokens. So things have changed quite a bit in the meme coin trenches. It's not as extractive as it used to feel. I just remember when, you would see a coin, it was bundled. And when I say bundled, like the top wallets hold like 50% of the supply. Like for Marscoin, you can see here, the top 10% or the top 10 holders are holding 23% of the token. I actually don't deem that egregious, because supply control is good. There's not a lot of, at least that 28% of the token is within those holders and probably not getting dished around and sold on the chart. Manlet has a really good ratio here. Only 13% of the top 10, 13% of the tokens are held by the top 10 holders. So you want to look at these ratios as a little bit of an indicator of, is this token healthy? Is the token completely supply controlled? Like, do the top 10 hold 70% of the token? A lot of the times it can be good, but it really can be horrible in certain circumstances. So really with the trenches, I would say it's a big game of trial and error. Your tuition doesn't have to be heavy, $25, $50, and you can get on your feet, start playing around with some of these tokens that you see the big traders holding and buying, and then just figure out your strategy. Because I will tell you, like the time period from September 2024 to January 2025, when meme coins were the hottest, I was able to luckily catch the ones I named: Chill Guy, 𝗏𝗏, I had a pretty good trade on a couple others. And then Trump. I mean, Trump was the best trade I've ever made. I just was at my laptop, got really lucky. I was there at the right place, right time. But those time periods were some of the most fruitful times for people who were just locked in. And if you have the time to kind of put in a little bit of work, come in here and just play around on the trenches, follow the right traders, you can make a ton of capital just off of a little bit of a deposit. So I really advise you download FOMO on your phone, check it out on the desktop, and come check out the In the Money Discord. Like I'm telling you, a few times I've definitely plugged this in. We're actively trading every single day, posting tickers, posting trades, posting our theses, trying to catch all the runners on chain. And literally, guys, if we go to the wins channel, this guy made $3,000. This guy made $7,000 on this coin. It's been going pretty crazy. We called another 10x last week. So we're literally seeing our members, this guy here made $7,000 on this coin, and it hadn't even hit all-time highs yet. So you can see what's happening in the trenches. I'm not talking about these boomer meme coins. I'm talking about in and out, looking at these tokens, forming a thesis, and actually having the patience to see it play out, guys. So like I said, 3 days for free. We're only accepting 50 people for the rest of August into the group. Come trade with us in the money. Link down in the description. Like the video down below. Subscribe to the channel for more. And I'll see you guys on the next video. And I hope to see you in the Discord down below. As always, trade responsibly, my friends. And of course, stay bullish, my friends.